everybody. Today I'm going to show you how to make a Grinch clothespin Christmas wreath. The materials you're going to need are a metal pizza pan from Dollar Tree, one Christmas Santa hat, some ribbon. You're going to need at least a pack of at least 50 or more clothespins, some paint, spray paint, red and green, something to put your paint in, paint brushes, paint marker, and also the Grinch face. You can just print these off online. Just make sure you get the outline of the Grinch face. You don't need the painting of it or anything, just the outline. And there's many different faces you can choose from. You're gonna need scissors, a pencil, a hot glue gun, and glue stick. And now we're gonna get started. The first thing you're gonna need to do is go outside or in a well-ventilated area if the weather's not permitting for outside use, and spray paint your pizza pan. Make sure you use the back side of it, not the side like the pizza would sit on. You need the back side of it. Spray paint it green. You're gonna need a Grinchy color green, like a lighter color green. You're gonna need half of your clothespins. You can go to Walmart and get these for like a pack for 100 for like $2.50 or $3. Spray half of them green, and then you want the other half like a Christmassy red color. You can brighter red, darker red. It's up to you. I just chose this red. It's best to get that spray paint that says ×2. It takes less coatings, but if you can't find it, the other works well. It just takes a little bit more coats. Okay, and what we're gonna do after you spray paint it and it's dry, we're gonna get started. You're gonna take your Grinch face. Now you can freehand this if you want to, but I just chose to show this easy shortcut. If you like to draw, I like to draw. You can draw it freehand. It's up to you. Like if you don't have a printer or a way to print this out. But if you have a way to print this out, the easiest way to do this is go on just to Google Images and find a Grinch face. You can find different ones. I chose the happy face. You can get the mischievous looking Grinch if you want to, but I want a happier looking Grinch. So what you're gonna do is just flip it over, and if you watched our one of our other shows before, we showed you how to just take this and make a stencil, and just take the back side of your drawing, and just make sure you color on the back side, and this is gonna make your stencil or your Grinch. Just make sure you're coloring all of it. That's why I said just get the outline of his face. You don't need the whole face unless you just want to get elaborate with it. Once you've got your stencil traced on the back side, just take the pencil mark down, and you're just going to trace the outline of your Grinch. And you can eyeball this, but if it helps, also the Santa hat you're going to use, I want to cockeye mine just a little, just have it slanted. So I'm going to use this, put this here, because I don't want to put that on until after I finish painting him, and kind of get him centered to where you want him. We'll put that to the side. and just trace around it. Once you get that traced on there, you can kind of see that the little light's kind of shining on it, so it's kind of hard to see. But just make sure when you trace the back so that it's dark enough for you to see it when you transfer it on there. Now what you're going to do is just take, you can either paint this in, or you can use your handy paint pen. I really like these things, they work really good. Paint marker started, if you've not used it before, and just color that in. Now if you see that the paint marker doesn't work really good on the metal, like I said, you can always use the paintbrush and the old-fashioned way. Okay, now this is where, now if it's really big too, it's easier just to take your paint marker and just to trace it and then fill it in with paint. Sometimes that works good too. Alright, once you get this done, just allow that to dry, and these paint markers don't really take that long to dry. And once you get that done, we'll come back and I'll show you how to attach the hats and the clothespins. Okay, once that dries, I had another one idea because like I said, I was doing two. And I wanted this sweet Grinchy face. If you can see that. I like the smiley one. So, what you're going to do is just take your hat. You can get these from Dollar Tree. You can get these from Walmart. I believe we had this one on clearance from last year. We got it for like $1 from Walmart. So, just cut the tags off of it. Just make sure you don't cut the actual fabric. Now you have an option. I could not find the green boa to put on it, but I think he looks good with or without it. So you can actually, if you want to do the green boa, what you're going to need to do is turn the hat inside out and glue that around first before you glue this onto the thing. But if you don't want to use it, you don't have to. It's just an option, up to you. You're gonna adjust your hat on there. Can you see? You're gonna put it where you want it. So what I'm gonna do is just I'm gonna go ahead and glue this on. Just be cautious of the glue gun. It is hot. So if you want your kids to help you with this part, just please have supervision. Okay, just press down on it a little. Just let it sit there for a second or two. Okay, and go around to the other side and hot glue that on too. You can leave a little bit of it open if you want, just so maybe the hook will stay on there. But I'm gonna put a ribbon on the back of ours to help hang the ribbon. To help hang the wreath. Just be careful when you press down so it doesn't scratch up your paint. Okay. And so far, that's what it looks like so far. You can't see it. Now I want to put in where you can kind of, I want you to be able to see his face, but I want the hat to be cockeyed a little. So I'm gonna put this little tassel about there. You adjust it to the way you want it to. Just make sure you put a generous amount of glue on it so it'll stay. Okay, once that's on, I'm gonna move him out of the way. Now it's time for your clothespins. And what you're gonna do is, I just alternated with 3. And when you spray paint it, the trick is to keep these on the paper and spray paint them all together, all at one time. I alternated 3 red, and then you can put them close together if you want, but I put like a little space because it's kind of supposed to be like his hair. And then I alternated 3 green. And I'm going to keep doing this until I get it all the way around. There you have it, your sweet little Christmas Grinch wreath. And I'm gonna glue a piece of ribbon on the back just to help hold it. He's not too heavy, but once you get those clothespins on there, it does get a little bit of weight to it. So make sure your the ribbon you use is it's pretty sturdy. I'm just gonna measure to see how much I don't want it to show. I just want it to help hang it. So I'm gonna just measure that. And I'm gonna put a pretty good bit of glue on the back of this because, like I said, I want this to hold. Just be careful. Use your scissors if you have to help press that down, if you don't have anything else to help press it down with. I'm not gonna, but just see that's your wreath, and you can use that part to help hang it up with. And there you have your Grinch Christmas wreath. Now you can also do this as a Santa Claus. You can do a gingerbread man. There's many options, but I just like the Grinch. So I hope y'all enjoyed it, and Merry Christmas.